Good evening, everybody, uh, to whomever is here. Um, I want I want you to all rejoice in my pleasure tonight as I welcome Bobby Fierro. Okay, now
You're
I
a
don't
big
know
guy.
if I should be committing to memory his new name because it is his channel, but
Yeah.
I know him as Bobby.
Well, it is Bobby Fierro, and it was Robert Fierro Tarot. And I think last month I changed it to Wild Raven Tarot. Um,
Yes,
hey, Joanna.
and
Hey, Joe.
I loved the idea he had tonight, which is why, in part, this I hope is the first of many readings we do together. Warnings and
Me
blessings.
too.
Um,
Yeah.
because when I was thinking in terms of what this would mean, there are so many implications for this, like shadow reads or things that could come out of this that might actually be
Yeah.
kind of weighing the pros and cons like a checklist from a practical standpoint. So I'm
Exactly.
happy to do this tonight.
I had the idea to do it because it's
Mhm.
something I enjoy doing on my channel. I do a lot of it with Essence of the Moon, Selena, um, who will now be doing a regular show with me.
Ah,
Um, and called Behind the Moon. So you guys look out for that. What's going to happen? I forgot where I was going with this. I totally did. I saw Selena. I was looking at everybody here, and I was remembering I saw Fatima earlier in your show. And it's just I had a brain fart. I'm very excited to be here. I think what I was trying to say was I've got a lot coming up, and I'm excited to be here with you. And I got the idea because I follow Hermes as a deity. And in the oldest depictions of Hermes, he's seen with scales, balance. Um, and that has always struck a chord with me. You know, the Hermetic principles are all about balance and duality, polarity. So these are the best type of readings, in my opinion. The ones that give you the good and the bad and lets you decide how to go forward.
yeah. And considering a lot of people in a lot of different channels maybe don't get that balanced approach, I welcome it. So I'm very thankful.
I am so lucky to have friends like you online that I could read with. You know, it's
Oh,
awesome.
well, thank you. And everyone has their own unique style. So that's why I think the interplay of energy in the live is none
Hey,
that
Care
can be
Bear.
replicated. Hi, Care Bear. Hi, Mama
Mama
Sushi.
Sushi.
Essence of the Moon. Once again, hello. Fatima, hello. Joji, hello. So, as I said before, what we're going to do tonight is hopefully do some readings. I will not restrict. I personally, I know some people feel a certain way about third party energy, and I want to respect how you feel. And I want to respect how Bobby feels too. So my feeling about that is that if I get the third party energy coming in and it's not blocking me with a hard stop, I'm going to tell you and ask you first,
Exactly.
getting this, but maybe not go the full way until you want me to, because this is collaborative and I don't want something that is collaborative to have us at odds over what it is that you need.
All, also,
I
if we're doing a reading, at least for me, if I hit on something that's really personal, I'm going to tell you to contact me in private to continue the reading because I'm not going to throw your private laundry all over the internet like that without your permission.
I mean, if I get a troll, Bobby, I will, like I did today. If I get a troll that comes in as a Bible thumper or a
I
MAGA
saw
thumper,
that. I
yeah,
saw you. I saw
I
how you
will
handled
play
that.
with it. I will play with it, and I
I
just
was
head first into it. Yeah, that's my policy. But when I know you and when I have come from a place where I kind of should know what your boundaries are, I kind of feel like it would be wrong. Hi, Kiki.
I have no
Um,
safe word, don't worry.
so we'll do it that way. I will. rely on what I have for intuitive gifts that I believe are there. If I can feel into your energy, if I see something that's unrelated, I am going to point it out. That's just how I roll. So yeah.
The deck I'm going to be starting off with tonight is the Crow Tarot by MJ Cullinan. And when I was shuffling right now, I had a jumper, and it's the Six of Pentacles, but I want you to take notice of the scales.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
So this is a good sign for balanced readings tonight.
And even with that rendition, there's so many things going on in that card, too.
Oh, yeah. She's going to be a guest on my channel on the 28th, MJ Cullinan.
Oh, is she? Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
So I haven't picked a deck yet. Let me do that.
I'm actually going to have a show coming up. Maybe I think it's tomorrow, where I'm using all Crow and Raven decks for the whole thing.
Well, that's going to be awesome. Okay, so let's do this. Well, the one that came to me was the regular Rider-Waite. I just pulled one, and that's what I'm going to go with tonight. Essence of the Moon. Thank you, Bobby. As link is in there, please do donate to Bobby and to, whatever cause you want to. If you have too much, $2, to throw at something, although right now I totally get it. We don't know what's coming down the pipe. So I am more humble.
As Gerald says, purchase responsibly.
Right. And it's those little gifts that people give that add up to a lot. So,
yeah,
it'd be hard to be asked to give.
Honestly, this is my business, doing tarot readings. So I appreciate any income that you guys send my way.
Now, stylistically tonight, Bobby, how do you generally approach this as far as the questions go?
Well,
yeah.
Honestly, what Selena and I have been doing is she will do either the blessings or the warnings. We will pick beforehand. I like doing the warnings because I'm all about the but look out. what was in that Mel Brooks movie? Beware.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
Yeah.
So yeah, just open to spirit with the message they want to give to whoever we're reading for.
Okay.
To give an open idea. Which one would you like? The blessings or the?
I want the blessing.
Okay, good.
Only because that's the way it looked on the card on the thing to me. I'm like, this has got to be his thing, and this has to be like he's got to be the. You know what I mean? Because
I hope you didn't mind me in the thumbnail. I hope you didn't mind me being on top.
No, I didn't. I'm a bottom, so I don't mind.
That's the way I like them.
Okay, so anybody? Any takers?
How about we do this? If you would like a reading tonight from us, please put hashtag scale, SCALE.
Okay.
Okay, Selena is going first. She paid. And I believe, did you get a reading for somebody else too, Selena? If you did, put it on there with the name.
Hi, Janet.
Hey, Janet. All right, so where's my pen? Okay. I see you, Selena. I see you, Janet.
Does this involve that what do you call it? That I don't know, algorithm or whatever, because I don't know how that works. So
no, I don't know how to do that. The gang has tried to teach me for a while, but I just Gerald and Ramon and Ange. I see you, Karen. Yes, I will share with Jeff. Of course, that's the way it works. Care Bear. All right. we're going to start off with these right here. Jeff, you want to go ahead and start with Selena with the
Mhm.
blessings?
Selena, the biggest blessing you have right now is being able to embody the divine feminine and the divine masculine. What they're telling me is, I don't know if the healing that you have done in the past has come about as a result of something that was lost, either a lost child, a lost parent, or something like that. Because what I got was the Empress in reverse, which can often be barren or infertile or whatever. But what you ended up doing with these cards to me, when you were sitting in that energy of feeling loss and feeling pain, you have this ability to transfer that into what stereotypically people think of as male energy, but you didn't abuse that energy. You didn't ever, you became an empath based on your ability to handle loss. And when loss befell you, and I'm hearing like the third and fourth time, it didn't phase you. It didn't ever wreck you. One of the things that I will say though is I've had a great deal of thought about this card, and that this used to be in when this was created, leprosy, right? And there was a period recently where something happened where leprosy was coming back for a while, and it never goes out of fashion. Okay, pain never goes out of fashion, but what you're able to do with that pain, I heard unity, and for some reason I saw plaid prints around you, and wearing plaid and being centered has something to do with it. So that is your blessing is the unity of the divine consciousness of the female and male energies. That's what I got for you.
Hey, girlfriend. So, what do you need to be consciously aware of? In other words, beware of. The first thing I drew for you were 3 tarot cards from the Crow Tarot. First one is the 10 of Pentacles upside down. It's supposed to look like that. The warning here is actually one that I'm getting about your health, my love. You need to pay a little bit more attention because I drew the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So it doesn't look like leprosy on this one, but the idea is the same here. A difficult time. Now, you were saying about leprosy when I saw this, I was like, holy shit. I do agree. You need to, because this is the house of Taurus, so you need to pay attention to your money. But Pentacles does also deal with health. Taurus can deal with health. So please pay attention. I'll give you for instance, why it's so important to pay attention. I was just telling Jeff this backstage. If you guys go back and watch some of the videos I've been doing recently, you see me just guzzling water on, so I can't stop. Well, it turns out my sugar was critically high. It was over 700 during those videos. And I knew something was wrong. I even got a visitation that I told Joey about. We were talking about it before I found out about the diabetes thing. My cousin who passed, well, my husband's cousin, who passed from diabetes, has been visiting me, and I am a witch, and I know when shit like this happens to pay attention. So shortly thereafter, all this went down with my health, but I didn't pay attention to the signs. Please pay attention to the signs, okay? Is all I'm saying. And the last card I drew for you here, tarot card, is the reversed Page of Cups. And this is all to me in this reading. You're eschewing. Hey, Miss Tarot D, how you doing, love? Witch, bitch, same thing. Yeah, whatever. You're eschewing your health. You're not paying attention to it, your physical health, because you're so focused on your spiritual health right now. You need to find that balance. Okay, don't ignore one in favor of the other. That's what I did. Do not end up like that. And I know it's your spirituality that you're focused on more, because we have the 12th house here. This is all about the house of psychic powers. So please balance yourself, my love, okay? And that's what I have for you.
Thank you, Bobby. All right, so let's see.
Selena had said you haven't been working out. Yeah, you need to find that balance. That's what I'm trying to do. Good girl. Now, Selena, you said you had paid for somebody else. I want to make sure we get them taken care of for you. Miss Tarot D, I'm excited to say I wrote down your recipe for Flori the water, and I'm going to be making some. Yeah. Okay. All right, Selena, got it.
Right. Okay.
Then Mama Sushi.
Yes. Mama Sushi. Okay. Got my angels swimming in the placenta, the heart of the matter, the one that came before, but there'll be more after. In this moment, gripped by design, Mama Sushi forever will be wrapped in lace, intertwined. Please, the blessing from above and on earth, for in the eternal light she stands, always giving birth. All right.
Mama Sushi.
Wow. Okay. So, okay. Much like Selena, only a little more rough. Meaning the blessing might have come from more youthful lessons that actually ran through your whole life, such that when I think things that would phase adults or adults take more seriously, that child spirit is your blessing, because I don't feel like there's this feeling of having to go with any type of adult encumbrances, is what they're telling me. Meaning you handle adulthood, you handle responsibility, but you never get into the woe is me type of thing. Because what I got was the Fool reversed, which means, yeah, you trip and you fall quite a bit. All right. You might be in your way a lot. You may have just fallen. I don't know. But what it tells me is that when you fall, you again got the same sort of thing, the Emperor card, telling me that you not only can nurse yourself back and you can come back even harder, but you also have the ability, when this is abjectly awful, when something is abjectly awful from which you might not be able to heal, you turn it around, and you almost approach it from, and I'm hearing like the twinkle of an eye, or like, when you were just a speck in your mother's eye before you were born, a twinkle. You have this ability to shine a light through everything, such that when you see it, it twinkles. It could be some of the worst stuff in the world. but that's your blessing. You actually can heal others through your perspective. That's your blessing, Mama Sushi.
The warnings for you, my dear. Well, the first two cards I drew for you were both fours. One is the Four of Wands in reverse, and one is the Four of Pentacles, right side up. So this is telling me your finances are at odds with your passions. You may want to go in certain directions, but you can't really afford to do it. Or you shouldn't do it. And I think you're kind of debating something right now. Can you afford something? Can you not afford something? I don't know who this is, but the King of Pentacles plays a part in this decision. Yes, but Bobby, you want to fucking move? Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Thank you so much. This should be like this, but it's the King of Pentacles in reverse. This is like somebody is working against you on this. Maybe somebody doesn't want you to move, or is actively trying to keep you where you're at. But I think that you will be moving, because the Oracle card I drew for you is the North Node, life's purpose. This is destiny. This means there's a road out there just waiting for you to get on it. There's a road just waiting for you to get all kinds of crazy. All right. So change is a coming. She said, whoa. The warning here, my love, is don't overextend yourself. Even if you think you can afford something, double check it. All right. If you really feel like doing something, go for it. But make sure you have everything dotted and crossed. All right. That is the warning for you. Thank you for letting us read for you.
Thank you, Mama Sushi.
I'm going to switch out my deck and grab my Murder of Crows, since we're doing warnings. That deck just says, ah! Okay.
Karen, Care Bear, resuscitated by the light. Someone took a crowbar into the nether reaches of another world, and from that, Care Bear took to flight. Show me by design what it is that she brings to the world, her blessing, not one in disguise, but for all the world to see. No surprise.
Care Bear.
Wow.
Karen, I'm glad you're here. Email me, because we've got to do a show. Taurus season is upon us. We started off Aries last one. We might as well do the rest of the 12, right?
Your gift is, and it's very, I don't need to draw any more cards, although I went this time for like 5. Your gift to me is, even when with the Knight of Pentacles, to me, this is the energy you sit in right now. And even if you're sitting in that energy now where things have stalled, your ability came from, in stalled moments, your ability is to turn them into meditative ones, because you're sitting in the High Priestess. So it's telling me also, too, that you don't abuse power. I feel like in the past, you might have actually been on the cusp of embracing your gifts, but were afraid to, and or didn't think that they meant as much as they do now. So what it's telling me, basically in short, is that by bucking the trends and not listening to other people, you pave the way for yourself to be healing and to be in balance emotionally. I think your greatest gift is through elevating yourself, you elevate the collective. That's your blessing.
Hey, boo.
Because you got this too. Yeah.
So, good news, bad news. No, just kidding. The warning for you starts off with the Seven of Cups. This is about not sure which direction the next step is going to be. I get the feeling you're starting to think about expanding everything you've learned and leaning more into your channel, leaning more into your spiritual work. I think options are open to you right now. Ideas are coming to you. The warning comes with the Seven of Cups. Not all of those cups are good. Think long and hard about how you choose to go forward, because from what I've seen of you over the past year or two that we've known you, Karen, you're a very gentle soul and you take things to heart. Know that any direction you go in, you're going to make some boo-boos and errors. So you can't beat yourself up. Okay. That's where adjustments come in, like the spaces like the Seven, the Hermit. So if you're planning on something, I say go for it. The future brings a lot of good things for you, because I see the Nine of Pentacles, the card of material happiness. This is good money, good health. It is going to require a lot of hard work, dedication, and willpower on your part. And I say willpower, you're basically going to have to will a lot of things into existence coming up. I have the Page of Wands for you. He's one of my favorite cards in the whole deck, because everything that is great that has ever been thought of starts with the spark of an idea, just the spark. Forest fires, just a spark. This is possibility for you to grow in so many ways, and I'm excited for it. Again, I say you'll have good fortune in your ventures, because this is the Good Fortune Oracle card. Well, Talisman Oracle. This card pretty much says, as long as you are staying true to yourself, you will have good fortune. So I'm excited for what's coming for you, my dear. But please, that Seven of Cups is the warning. Choose wisely on your endeavors. Make sure that what you choose isn't an illusion. Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for letting us read for you.
Thank you.
What did I miss? Didn't know you could set up well.
Oh, I guess because I'm over 3,000, I can set up super chat, but I don't know if that, I mean, I was waiting for YouTube to approach me about that. Because right now I have a strike on my channel.
I'm the same way. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I just do it through the apps, because like, and then sometimes what I do, Miss Tarot D, is I screw with the apps, because I put like more hashtags in and it somehow F's everything up. So yeah, it does.
Oh.
It takes 60 or 40. I think it's 40, but that's,
I'm going to have to figure out what the hell you're talking about, because I don't look at those things right now, because I'm nowhere near getting monetized. So it doesn't. When I get closer, I'll start looking at it. Oh, jumpers. I never have jumpers. Why am I having them? Night. 3 nights. Huh. All right.
And at least as a wait, I have that deck, Talisman Oracle, getting to know it last night during our favorites live.
Yeah, that Talisman Oracle deck is one of my favorites because it is a deck that can be used for divination, but also for magical purposes on these cards. Like here down his arm, there's a talisman symbol. And what you do is you copy that onto flash paper and then charge it in the fire, and it's witchcraft. It's witchcraft. Magic. Oh, what did I do now? Okay. So, I think we're out of people.
Yeah, already.
Yeah. That's okay, Jeff. We could talk. And if anybody comes in and wants a reading, we could do that.
So I haven't gone out of the Celtic Cross yet. I've been trying, and I still am finding myself locked into it.
The Celtic Cross?
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people get locked in it, and that's the only spread they use throughout their entire lives. I don't like it. I never have liked it. It doesn't answer as many questions. You can use it, but you have to use it over and over and over, for me at least, to get certain answers. So I do prefer using the Zodiac spread with the energy of the 12 houses. And that for me works.
So we have two takers. Miss Tarot D wants a reading, a blessing and a warning reading, and Aquarius Tarot Adventures does as well.
Absolutely, Miss TD.
I'll go Miss Tarot D. Blithely through the night, like a caged animal that wants a fight, Miss Tarot D comes ready for war. With the piquant taste, she salivates for more. Show me the blessing that Miss Tarot D possesses. Okay. Yeah.
Miss Tarot D, were you a Leo? I can't remember.
So seems to be a thread tonight of people that have powers to heal themselves, but that's getting kind of dull. But I'm going to tell you that that's what I get for you, among other things. One of the other things that I'm picking apart or picking into this is that the only thing that someone can steal from you is what you allow them to steal. And I feel like you had to learn that through a painful lesson. So I feel like your ability to fight for the things that you did have earlier, and you continue to fight, and I'm getting a real pinch on this. You're a warrior. You're not someone that will take no for an answer. I also think that you do think that if the individual's in pain, all of us are in pain. King of Swords came out. Seven of Swords came out. Strategizing, plotting, not in a wicked way, but I think you've had to become a little bit hardened over the years to get what you want. Your gift is you're a warrior.
Those are pretty cards.
Mm-hmm. This is the deck I used earlier today.
I know. I was looking at it. So, according to what Jeff was saying, you're a huge bitch.
That's a good thing, though.
Here's your warning, my love. Continue to be a truth seeker. Your ability to cast away negativity at times doesn't seem to be working full power. I know you're under a lot of pressure and a lot of strain, but the two cards I have here are Castaway Negativity. And to get it in a warning spot tells me that you may be having trouble casting that negativity away right now. I know sometimes it just gets to us. And the next oracle that came out with it is Learn the Truth. This is continue to be a seeker, continue to fly with spirit, because your words are transforming the people around you, the people who see you. You're having an impact. But you need to remember that your words are reaching a lot more people than you're aware of. Now, as far as the tarot cards, the first card I drew for you is the Justice card. Girl, give me your address. I've got some great powder. I'll send you some hot foot powder. Works really good. The first tarot card I have for you is the Justice card. This is about balance, finding your balance. It's also about partnerships, working with other people. What you said about getting rid of somebody makes sense now. I have the Four of Wands, which should be the card of celebration and stability. It's reversed, which means the party's over. And the final tarot card I drew for you is the Nine of Wands. Now, when I see this card, I always think Sagittarius, the survivor, the wounded warrior. Bitch, you are the definition of survivor and badass, right? So you're an interesting person for me because you put your struggle out there for everybody to see for the most part. And that is powerful. That's a gift. The warning is keep that negative shit away from you. Remember, your ass is a survivor and you've got shit to do. All right. That Sagittarius card, that Nine of Wands, that's direction. You got places to go, love. So get rid of the negativity. Thank you for letting me read for you.
Thank you, Bobby. Okay. Aquarius.
Every time I see your name, I think this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius.
Okay.
You're welcome, my love.
Oh, okay. Aquarius. Okay. They're showing me all of a sudden, I don't know why, a clothesline Aquarius outside with those little pins that you use to hang clothes. Aquarius all in the mode of shape shifting. Sometimes the time rolls by without even looking. And yet on the precipice, she looks down, but she doesn't see anything but those that would cast a frown. She'll fly into the moon and back just to get them out of the ground. What can you tell us about the blessing for Aquarius? Okay. Your gift is to bring things into balance, I think. But let me just see here. Nine of Cups reversed. Okay. It's somehow making. What is that expression? Making lemons or whatever. It's like
when life hands you lemons, make lemonade.
Make lemonade. Yeah. you got the Two of Pentacles in the center reverse. So there you come from this place where, and I don't know if it was something you were subjected to as a child, but they're telling me that of either inequity, a lack of, maybe you weren't treated as fairly as you should have been. But through that experience, you found a way to actually look into what it was that you didn't get. And instead of casting like a negative judgment, you actually were able to make sure you promised yourself you would never do it to the loved ones that did it to you. But there was always that one aching feeling that if you had done something differently, you could have been better or improved yourself or your lot in life just to please someone else. And then you realize that the heartbreak that came from that was something you didn't want to inflict on anyone else. Your blessing, if I draw the last card, yeah, is to nurture. And I feel like there may have been at one point an addiction that you kicked. So you're a nurturer and a healer.
Yeah, you are. I'm concerned. Well, obviously, I'm doing warnings.
Put you in a box, Bobby. I mean, come on.
That's
now.
okay. I was like, well,
I
yeah,
mean-
okay, it makes sense. So, all right, what I'm going to say is the first oracle card I drew for you is the earth element, stability. This is, think pentacles, obviously. This is your job, your health, your home. In this sense, it deals with your security. So we're going to go Taurus energy, your job. What I'm seeing here, and I'm going to be as nice as possible about this, I think that you're being very childlike and naive about some things that are going on around you. You're not willing to either accept that it's happening, or you're not paying attention to what's happening around you. There's an element of illusion happening around you. Again, we have the Seven of Cups in a different deck. So the Seven of Cups, those choices and paths for the future, some of those paths may be bullshit when you come right down to it. I think I'm worried that a path you have chosen. Bye, Ange. Love you, love. Bye, Ange. I'm worried that the choices you're about to make or something you're involved in are leading you down a difficult path, because I drew as the final tarot card the Ten of Swords. I love Sasha Graham decks. I really do. This is the Darkwood Tarot. It's one of my favorites. So, to review, I think that when it comes to your workplace or your financial income, you're kind of being a little childlike with what's going on around you. And you may be under some illusions. This is going to be a problem for you coming up. What just fell? Okay. This is going to be a problem for you coming up because of that Ten of Swords. This is the end of a painful situation. So please, if you are a working person, pay attention to what's going on around you. All right. So that is the warning I have for you. I looked at a post reading. Oh. Yeah. I like doing past readings, past life readings. What are your favorite kind of readings to do, Jeff?
Energy readings, political readings, anything, Lenormand readings about fate or someone's fortune, anything like that. Well,
I'm going to pull for everybody in the room. I'm going to pull 3 oracles. I really am dropping my frickin' cards today. Pisces again. Things are changing.
Judith, do you want a reading, or are you good?
First house, the body.
Yeah, or just as I said it, she came in. That's crazy. I love that. Oh my God. I love that. Wow. Okay. So actually, I'll be the one, Judith, tonight to give you only good news, because most of the time I give you SHIT, right?
And I'm the dick.
He's the dick tonight, right? All right, God of my angels, Judith. Sometimes I complain that Judith isn't an open book, but yet again, only someone that she can let inside she will trust, but it takes a lot to trust for Judith. For everyone around her in some way has to prove themselves not to be a crook. With Judith, there's defense, but there's playful energy. There's someone that's bountiful in her gifts, but can't see past all the misery sometimes. What is the blessing that Judith possesses that gets us through and her through in this realm for me and you? Okay, so wow. There are things with the Knight of Swords reverse. This is a card in a lot of cases about energy that is scattered, but it's also a card where, and I'm getting this feeling with you, where it can be a blessing because wherever the wind blows, you're able to adjust and you're able to bring people with you who are going to, you don't suffer fools easily. I think your blessing is discernment, because with the Queen of Cups that you're sitting in, I think you're able to put people around you who are going to uplift you, even when the ride gets a little bit rough. You can be alone easily. That's not a problem. And in that period of being alone, you can discern and you can be the type of person that is bountiful and balanced. So I think for you, it's discernment. Yeah. And this is a poetic justice too. This is when justice is reversed. It's like this sort of thing where it can be sort of paradoxical or ironic, or, someone that was a thief all their, not that this was you, someone was a thief all their life and then they had their life savings stolen. Justice is sweeter for you when there is some element of balance to it and it's karmic. So I think your gift is not wanting people to suffer, but your gift is also knowing when things need to be exactly avenged. So there's discernment there. You want justice. That's what I get.
So, I was giggling over here off to the side because of one of the cards I drew for you. The first card I drew is the Knight of Cups. It says you follow your dreams. You go for it. You don't hesitate. You're led by spiritual matters. You're led by your heart. And whether or not you think you're making a mistake or you're going to be safe, or it kind of goes along with what Jeff was saying. You pivot. You make the best out of any situation. However, I see you're about to enter into a situation. This card is leading, just about to go into the door. Be cautious. Don't be judgmental. That's why I was giggling when you were talking about that. I drew the Judgment card for you.
Wow.
Don't be judgmental. You have an opportunity right now to transform yourself. Allow yourself to lean into whatever process you're about to undertake. Your challenge is going to be other people. You may have difficulty. This is the Five of Wands upside down. Now, if you look close, he's about to light a match in an armory where all the explosives are. The message of this particular deck is don't be starting shit, basically. The Five of Wands at its best is a difference of opinions. The Five of Wands reversed is pretty serious conflict, passionate conflict. Yeah, it's not playful energy. So that will come about if you're judgmental, if you're not willing to work with other people properly. So go into things with an open mind. Don't get steamrolled over, but also don't go for the jugular. Okay. No scorched earth policy. All right.
And that makes sense too, because I just want to say with the Knight of Swords reversed, it can be in a political sense, non-diplomatic ideology. It can be, yeah. So it makes sense to me that he would say that. I just want to say.
Yeah, that Five of Wands is also Leo energy upside down. So there's a feeling of you not being allowed to be as creative or take the lead like you want to. So good luck to you, baby boo. Beware.
Bobby, she has a message for you, Judith.
Uh-oh. I will tone down my shit, disturbing. I didn't speak my mind when confronted to. I get that, and I love. Don't allow yourself to be steamrolled. Make yourself heard, but don't go for the jugular. No. All right. I've had a lot of fun with you guys tonight. I like giving warnings. John, how you doing, John?
What do we do?
Yeah, right. Where is Madame Maru?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not used. She's always in our chats. Watch, she's gonna show up right now.
All right, so I'm gonna run into this. I just drew the devil, you guys, and I want you to look at this. I don't know why this is called the Neon Tarot, because I bought a deck about 2 years ago that was supposed to glow in the dark, and it didn't. But this deck I like for some reason. I don't know why.
Because it looks like an acid trip.
Yeah, so you needed to, Judith. So I'm drawing 3 cards to do poetry prayer, you guys. So let me just put this energy into it, and then I will spit it back out to you. The devil in disguise, the one who bore eyes that penetrate into you, left you with a bad diagnosis, and that's my 6 of Swords. But that doesn't mean you have to have all the energy in the world and all the fight in all your neuroses and all your neurosis and psychosis. You still want to fight. That's what I get from those 3.
You know, that's going to be bad. You know, whenever I hear my friends, and I always think of Karen every time they do, whenever somebody goes, oh, Mercury's in retrograde, first thing I think of is freaking woo-woo people. And then I'm like, oh, crap, Mercury's in retrograde.
Yeah, it's never good. Like, I know it's supposed to be for reflection, and there's supposed to be some part of it that's good, but all I see with it is like,
My computers always mess up during
yeah,
retrograde.
yeah, like I don't.
It's like the world is buffering.
John, do you want a blessing reading, John?
Oh.
I want to say a curse. I mean a warning.
I've only
And
cursed somebody live on air one time, and
oh
they
yeah,
really deserve it.
we are already in it. It's building.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Who was that person? Tarot Destroyer? When they come
oh my
in,
god, yeah.
I
Tarot
finally,
killer.
yeah, I finally cursed them one night. They haven't been back in about 3 months.
So Joji would like a reading.
Okay.
Uh,
Give me some of that slamming poetry.
okay. All right, so let's do this. Joji, in the midst of the night, the cockroaches that don't bite, Joji knows the strength and the wisdom of the time that's spent being alone and wanting to put up a fight. But yet in that caged soul comes out someone who's bore more than just a little bit of soul. They've taken flight into a place that others wouldn't dare to fly. So he soars, even when the others come knocking at the door. Show me the blessing that Joji embodies. Wow. Okay. So, ooh. Okay. Ah. Okay. The wisdom actually to do what's right, but yet at the same time too to not sacrifice yourself. I feel like maybe what it's showing me is with the Queen of Cups reversed, you were sitting in energy at one point or are where you might have sacrificed your feeling or wanting to feel or not feel anything or numbing out like in an addiction sort of scenario, but you didn't, you overcame it. You strategized, you planned, you became the practical man, is what I'm hearing. And then even when the choices that you made might have been the wrong ones, there was still truth and wisdom and peace from knowing that you wouldn't have done it any other way. You don't have any regrets. Your gift to me in light of that is bliss. Bliss is your blessing. Yeah. And then this came in too, right? But to me, it's that acceptance of change and that rolling with those things that I talked about is what gives your life its frame. You know, I almost feel like it's a moment in time. It doesn't matter how you see it, how you saw it then. It's like a mosaic. It doesn't change, and that's perfect for an Aries, I think.
You're an Aries.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that makes sense now. The first card I drew for you is the Three of Wands, which not only deals with your ship coming in, plans starting to develop, but it's also an Aries card. It is forceful energy. The second card I drew for you is the Ace of Wands in reverse. I think these aces look like, or this looks like a slug myself, but the Ace of Wands in reverse next to that 3 tells me the plans you've been making aren't producing in the way you want them to right now. Something you're going after, you can't seem to get off the ground. The third card I drew for you is a card of transformation. We have the Judgment card in reverse. This tells me you're knee deep in transformation energy right now. Things are a changing, as I like to say. That 3 right side up, which is Aries energy, next to the Ace upside down, which is fire and propulsion that's not happening, an explosion that's not there. The Judgment card says you need to change something about yourself first before you can go forward. There's a little bit of self-work that needs to be done in order to achieve your goals. Make sure you build your foundation strong and on solid grounds, because we all know that the tarot card will come for your ass if you don't. The Judgment card, which is this one, and upside down, has this little symbol up here in the corner. I don't know if you could see it, but that means tooth. The fiery teeth that chew up and transform, Phoenix energy. And that's why I say you're knee deep in transformation right now. I think you're undergoing a very specific type of healing in your life. You're addressing certain things. And quite frankly, until you get this addressed, you won't be moving forward, or you shouldn't be moving forward. I drew the Oracle card that is called Healing Energy. Let me just turn it around so I can get my hands. There we go. It's called Healing Energy. It's a big, beautiful healing tree. Big shifting. Exactly. Grow, don't age. I just think that there's some transformation that needs to happen before you can proceed on your path. This is all healing and fiery energy. Every one of these cards, including that Judgment card. I'm excited for you, Joe. Pretty badass. When are you going to come on my channel, by the way? All right. Thank you for letting us read for you, my friend.
Thank you, Joe. And now we have Janet.
Janet!
Where did I put it? Here we go. All right.
Janet gets the Chris Butler deck.
They're showing me either Wedgwood or some type of, they're showing me porcelain, and then they're telling me about a doll. I don't know why. God of my angels, Janet Lee. Never a dull moment, but never one to be deceived. The practice of wisdom can never be achieved when in the midst of chaos, you're working just to survive, to make ends meet. Janet Lee has some things to say that embody the wisdom of her time here and the blessing that it is to be Janet Lee. What is that blessing? Oh, let us see. Okay.
What
yeah.
he said.
Okay, so yeah, these are really good cards. Okay, so notice how I'm like, they're really good cards and they were all blessings, but I only said it for this one, I think. The star, eternal optimism on some level, able to embody when there are life's mysteries, you don't cower at it. And I think in some cases it may have worked to your disadvantage, but there's faith. There's a strong faith there, even in the midst of choices that might have been made not on your behalf, or when fate drew a bad hand. On top of that, the 10 of Pentacles, there was some separation, maybe like I'm healing like growing pains when you were a kid, like you might not have been the one that might have been chosen for a lot of different things or teams, but resilience, and I would say eternal faith is your gift.
Oh, me?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Okay. The Ace of Pentacles, my friend, is the first card I drew for you. This is the seed of possibilities of a physical nature. This is a new venture for you. Be careful. If you're planning on starting something new right now, it won't take off the way you want it to right away. You need to pay attention to details. I know I've been saying that a lot tonight, but we've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is normally Jupiter energy that expands. When it's reversed, that wheel is contracting. The good luck isn't flowing. Now it's at the witch's road, the downside, you know. It will turn around, but you're going to go through a period of, I call it fucked upness. Right? There's going to be a little rough patch coming your way, my love. Not too bad, because I don't see any cards like the Five of Pentacles. What I do see for the final card is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands says you're going places. Let your passions lead you. I don't think you're happy where you are doing what you're doing currently. Holy crap, I just lost everybody. Hold on.
I see you.
No, there you are. I don't know how I did that. I hit some button. But you're going places. I don't think you're happy where you're at right now. I think it's time for a change. I think you know this. I think if you stay where you're at and stay stagnant, you're not going to be happy. Let's do this one. The Oracle card I drew for you is the Mars card. This is about you being forceful. Think the Knight of Wands energy. I think you need to decide on a new path and go for it. Okay, the Knight is the Knight of magic. He makes things happen. I think a clear idea of your future path. Yeah. Yeah, but that Mars card says whatever you do, throw your ass into it. All right. You need to believe in what you do and just grab it by the cojones. Okay. That's my what I have for you, love. Thank you. She's gonna be in Walmart grabbing guys by the cojones. Bobby said.
Yeah, so I saw dolls all around Janet. She did say that she did have, I don't know what type of dolls, but and Care Bear was like, dolls creep me out or something.
Yeah,
like
I saw that.
Yeah. You're
Dolls
welcome, Janet.
do creep me out. My mom had these dolls in a hutch, a glass hutch. And I thought those were the creepiest looking suckers. They were like ugly, like Annabelle. And I don't understand why people wanted to collect them. There is a doll I've always wanted, though, but they're supposed to be creepy. They were called undead dolls. Do you remember those? You don't remember these? They were like baby dolls about this size, but they were like vampire dolls, werewolf dolls, zombie dolls. I always wanted one of those. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, I heard porcelain, I think, Janet, too. And yeah.
Mm-mm.
It was weird. I don't know. Yeah, where these things come from, but they do.
Hey, Jeff, will you read mine?
Yeah. Okay. Then you have to do my warning.
All right.
Do that? All right.
You do me and I'll do you. Fair is fair.
All right. Bobby, flying black in the night, blacker than the night, is bear, wanting something that is to most people poison, but for him it's an elixir that makes things taste sweeter. Show me the blessing for Bobby.
I like that.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Jeff, may I share something before you go on, though?
Yeah, go ahead.
In my meditations, I start off human, but I shift into either a dog or a bird. So when you were describing that, that's exactly how I start off my meditations.
Yeah, it seems like that's what they were showing me, and it was like blacker than the night and popping in and out of stuff. And the cards are reflecting that because the first thing I got was the High Priestess reverse, which is it's loud energy or a secret that's already come out, but it's also to me a card where some people would say it's chronic, like mentally ill. I don't read it that way in light of the cards around it. Your gift is truth. This to me is a truth that's already come out. The moon reversed with all the werewolf stuff that you said makes me think your gift is truth. The King of Cups and the empathy above you makes me think that there's something serenely subconsciously healing about you. The Magician reverse came in, so you have, if you wanted to, what do they call that? Chaos magic or something. If you really wanted to hurt somebody, you probably could. I feel like your gifts are harnessing the gifts of the universe, actually, the universal truths. And your gift is to rein in energy and transmute energy. That's what I think yours is. 6 of Cups, too, reversed. So it's kind of like you put memories aside that were painful, and I don't know what they were, but you transmute memories and you transmute bad energy of the past to make something better. That's your blessing. That's how I read this.
Why, thank you.
Yeah.
You're correct, because as a follower of Hermes, I not only act as an oracle for him, but the caduceus that he carries is all about transmutation, integration, and alchemy.
Okay.
So yes, transmutation and transmuting negative energy is something I do regularly in my practice. Thank you. Now, for you, I'm using the Thelema deck that I just got. This is the first time I've had a chance to use it. My bestie Joey and I had the perfect day out the other day, so I bought this deck to commemorate it. Jeff, I think you have a habit of putting yourself in situations you don't need to be in. In Spanish, we have a name for that. It's called metiche.
What does it mean literally?
It's kind of a Budinsky, a nosy person. It's my husband is a metiche. He's the one at the window like that, looking out at the neighbors when the cops are out there or something. But it's about inserting yourself in situations you really don't need to be in. Suggesting that you start extricating yourself from certain situations. I have the first thing for you is the Queen of Swords upside down. This is saying, shit needs to end. You need to draw the line with certain things. You need to be that strong ass queen with the sword cutting a bitch off, but you're not. I'm seeing that you're letting your heart overrule your head right now. You're not thinking clearly. The next card I drew for you is the Hermit card. This is a suggestion. Are you Virgo?
No, I'm Aries. But
oh, you're Aries. The Hermit.
My
not
midheaven
only
is Virgo.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
The Hermit card not only looks back, but he examines closely. This is Virgo energy, that he does micro inspect everything. Normally, that can be a good thing and a bad thing. Right now, it's a good thing for you. You need to think. You need to open your fucking eyes, boy, because I don't think you're paying attention to certain things around you. You're making
Willfully.
you're willfully making excuses for
Yeah.
things. Again, a warning, because you are currently, this is keeping you out of balance. I have the Two of Swords in reverse for you. The Two of Swords is a Libra card because she's keeping balance. She's
Jupiter and
uncomfortable
Libra.
about it. She's keeping the balance just to maintain peace. She's not happy doing it, doesn't want to be doing it. Put her ass in the middle of something she doesn't need to be in.
Denial.
Denial. So, dude, this is where I'm saying to you, okay, you need to regain your balance and turn that Two of Swords right side up, and then take the blindfold off and walk your happy ass out the door. I think you need to pay attention to things happening around you on a massive scale with that Hermit card right there. I think that, yeah, your warning is you're a good guy and you're willing to put up with a lot of shit from a lot of people in a lot of areas. Don't. Okay, that is your warning. Don't.
That's the best read I've had from anyone, because that's pretty much my energy right there. Yeah.
Well, don't. And if anybody has a problem with you, I'll tell you what you guys always hear me say. Tell him Bobby said kiss his ass. Okay. I've had a really good time with you tonight,
I had
Jeff.
fun too. So I think, well, let's see. I think we got everyone. I mean, everyone that's
we did.
here. So, I bless all of you. Whatever they would do, I don't know why I did that, but let me see. I just
Oh, wait. Somebody has said this to you before, Jeff. Oh, yeah.
No, not in such as terms as the cards would lay out. Someone might have sugarcoated it, but yeah,
sugarcoat shit. Do I look like Willy Wonka?
I try to sugarcoat, but I can't.
My name's Bobby, not Willy. I don't sugarcoat shit. Willy Wonka. Oh, Rossi.
Oh, that is right. Yes, Rossi.
Okay. What do we got for Rossi? I know.
I think I did a poetry prayer for her earlier today too. I don't remember, but I think I might have. So without being corny, I mean,
what is Rossi short for? It's beautiful.
All right. This is interesting. Rossi, I don't know why I'm seeing this, but there's like a thatched roof and there's rain. But let's see what this is about. King of Pentacles.
Dang.
Okay, I mean,
that's awesome.
Queen of Cups. This kind of goes with I would think I got earlier. I don't know. Okay, so I don't know. You did tell me earlier. I think you said Libra. You're a Libra, I think. But one of the things that you have the ability to do that a lot of people don't is to look past I feel like you can't you've been in this world before is what they're telling me, and when you've been in the world before, it's been a hellish place. But you came back to it, and what you did was, I think they're telling me, based on the way these cards are playing out, like with the Queen of Cups revert on top, you healed something in the past life, and I don't know if you've done anything as far as that sort of regression is concerned, because I think you came out with the King of Pentacles is the end of it. So I don't know if there was abuse, because sometimes the King of Pentacles can be someone, if they use their power and they use it for bad, if they're not willing to dispense or share. I feel like something in your childhood might have been held from you or was a chronic nightmare. And what ended up happening was collaboration for the better. The blessing has come from you. Your blessing is, and this sounds weird to me, but they're telling me time travel. I don't know why. And that's what I have for you.
Well, time travel is interesting.
Black Bell, we can get you if you want one. Just bear with us.
Hey, love, how you doing? So, I drew 3 tarot and an oracle. The first tarot card I have for you is Reverse Temperance. This is Temperance. I'm using my Wise Dog Tarot because I just love the little doggies. This is saying you are not healing yourself. You are not giving yourself the opportunity to heal. All of your strength is being focused on loved ones, people you care about, jobs, things like that. It's everywhere but on yourself. The second card I drew for you is the Strength card. So we've got Temperance in reverse right next to the Strength card. This is healing energy that should be happening, that's just starting to. I think you're realizing that your energy is being stolen almost. That you can care about yourself and care about other people too. It is possible to focus on yourself. It's not bad to take care of yourself, because I see it can only strengthen your possibility as the Queen of Pentacles. If you want to keep providing aid and help to people, you're going to have to slow your tits down and
she's definitely a healer. I'll say that, right? Yeah.
You're overdoing it.
Yeah.
I think that you need to just briefly pull back and get, hey, Belle, how you doing, love? I think you need to give yourself a chance to heal before you go out and keep giving to others, because I think your well is starting to run dry. You need to connect again properly before you attack life in that fashion again. Now, once you've reconnected and cleansed and recharged yourself, go for it, because the last card I have for you is the Skull of Stars for my Halloween Oracle. It's one of my favorite decks. This is all about infinite possibilities. So I think that you're headed for a power jump, but you're not going to have it unless you pull back and give yourself time to cocoon up, so you can come out taking care of everyone around you again, right back to the grind. I'm impressed and shocked at the same time at your dedication to healing people.
She's been doing this a long time, I think.
That's a lot of energy, and I
Yeah.
think it's time to reconnect. Just briefly. That's the only warning I really see for you. Uh, good, good. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, thank you for putting that up, Ange. Um, I appreciate. I've really been impressed. My channel's growing nicely, and everybody who has subscribed, supported, had me on their channel, been on my channel. I love you guys. You're freaking awesome.
So now Black Bell.
Black Bell. Okay, warning.
Okay, Black Bell, I wanted to just, I don't know you. I don't know why I hear wedding planner and I see a cathedral. So Black Bell, Black Bell of the Ball, the one whose mark left a spot that they can't resolve, putting herself in the midst of a fiery cloud. From the heavens she soared into the midst of all of those who were too proud to see what gifts she could give. The blessings on which she could bestow humanity were never more than what she lived. Please show me the blessing that she possesses. They're telling me you have a zest for life, Black Bell. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow. Do you? This is going to sound really small. Let me finish this up. I don't know. Wow. Wow, man. This is weird because this feels like a blessing and a curse.
A blessing and a warning.
Yeah. But it feels like you can travel between the realm of good and evil. I feel like it's in this case because you come out with Saturn and Libra, which is this card right here, which is it's reversed. You have the power to settle. I mean, you have the power to heal when it serves, but you also have the power to stay in that energy and not free yourself and or free someone else. Do you do any type of, I don't think witchcraft would be the word, any type of sorcery or anything like that? Like any type of charity too? Because I feel like you're, I hate to say, I'm going to say it, good witch. The Queen of Pentacles, the way it fell, and then the Tower on top, I feel like you do balance that energy between good and bad, and sometimes it might subconsciously fall on the bad side when you're not looking. And maybe that cathedral that I was getting was a church or something like what I'm seeing in the Tower. I don't know. But yeah, unlike others, because your resolution card was the Ace of Cups, so there, and it was upright, so it's peace, it's harmony. I feel like your gift might be to, let's put it more diplomatically, through the darkness there's light, and where there's light there's darkness. Those polars, hi Brienne love, those polarities that you carry, or that you might have the same talent as Bobby as far as transmutation or something. That's your blessing. That's your gift.
So, I agree that with Jeff that you have certain powers, certain gifts that need to be addressed. The first reason I say that is because I grabbed my Hermetic Tarot, which is a very deep deck, and it deals with spirituality on a level that is deeper than regular tarot. The first card I drew for you is called Lord of the Root of the Power of Fire, also known as the Ace of Cups. This is power, energy, This is the gasoline waiting for that spark to ignite it.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, my love, you currently have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is called the Lord of the Forces of Life. Now, I said earlier, if the Wheel of Fortune pops up, that's expansion. That's Jupiter energy. When it's in reverse, it's in decline. So I think that you're also in a state right now. The new year has started thought processes in your head of possibilities out there. What can you do? What do you want to do? I think you're starting to question and get Persephone as your mother. Okay. I think it's time to take your practice in a new direction. I say that because the last tarot card I drew for you is called the Daughter of the Reconcilers, otherwise known as Temperance. This is Sagittarius energy. This is healing energy. This is energy that is all about alchemy, taking everything you've learned in your life and bringing it all together into one cohesive structure. I see that you are being supported in these ventures. Samek is the letter associated with the Temperance card. It means prop. Somebody is supporting you while you figure this out. Or maybe it's the gods. Either way, know that the blessings of Persephone are on you. My goddess, Hecate, very closely associated with Persephone. I'm staring at these like I'm going to get a different message, and the entire message I'm getting for you is that shit's about to get real for you. Don't panic. Take the opportunity to explore a deeper level of reality. And the oracle card I drew for you is called Skeleton for Strength. This is the bare bones of things. This is a card that when I get it, I always say the same thing. Remember who the fuck you are. Don't back down for anybody or anything. All right. You're going to laugh if I tell you the image I'm getting. I just see somebody like pounding on a door, and from the other side, you hear, "Leave me alone. I'm changing here." But I think you're going through a phase of change right now in spiritual growth. Temperance is associated with Sagittarius, the house of spirituality. So awesome. But the warning here is remember who the fuck you are. All right.
Maybe that's why I'm getting the cathedral. You're getting the house of something. Maybe that's why I saw lightning on a cathedral.
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like she can walk two different planks, like simultaneously.
Well, that's the Temperance card.
Yeah.
That's blending two things, blending the here, blending the there. If Sagittarius is the house of spirituality, so if what Jeff is saying is a complete possibility backed up by what I'm seeing, that Wheel of Fortune card in reverse, though, that's your block. I think you're not accepting certain things in it. That may be because you're not understanding what you're capable of. So how can you embrace something you're not
when I looked at those,
fully
I was
aware
like, whoa. I was like, whoa. Yeah.
Good. Yes. Come out of the broom closet, bitch. We're not meant to hide our spirituality. They want us to.
Yeah.
We can be highly spiritual and outgoing witches and spiritualists without, throat punching them with it. Even though we want to. God, I want to throat punch some people sometimes. But yeah, thank you for letting me read for you. Just remember who you are, that strength card. I love that Halloween deck.
That is beautiful, those cards. And thank you as well, Black Bell, for letting me read for you as well. It's nice to meet you. All right, so let's see. Donna Marie, hi.
Hey.
Would you like a reading, Donna Marie?
Okay, I'll use this phone for you. Did she say yes?
I haven't heard yet. I
Okay.
haven't heard yet.
Right now we have spaces.
She'd
so-
love one. She'd love one.
All right.
Okay. They're showing me a Yorkshire Terrier. I don't know why, Donna Marie. Showing me a Yorkie or a Scottish Terrier. Okay. Donna Marie, 7 seas, 7 leagues under, swimming to shore, but never one to be left alone. Yonder, never put her asunder. For when you least expect it, they rise from the ashes like a phoenix. Only in this, there is no way to forecast what comes next, what you'll witness. Show me the blessing of Donna Marie. Yeah. Yep. Wow. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Okay. I think the critical card here was the 7 of Swords, but I'm just going to go through all of these with you. I got the sun shines on you. I don't know if you're a Leo or anything like that, or a sun sign, but I did get the 4 of Cups, which can also be meditation or apathy, but it can also be standing in your own ground. And I think in the past, someone or something might have self-sabotaged you into not recognizing that sometimes solitude is a gift. Because on top, subconsciously, the moon, I don't know if being in your thoughts or having any type of depression led you to believe that being thoughtful, or pensive or ruminative or creative could have been a boundary to you, but it actually became, I'm hearing creativity is your blessing.
So,
being in the limelight of creativity. Yeah. And I think solitude works for you now for some reason.
well, that goes with the first oracle. Well, the first card I drew was an oracle card. This is called Boundaries. But when I drew that, a second one came out with it. This one is called You Can Heal. It's time to let go. So the two of these together are saying you're not only creating your boundaries, you're accepting that whatever is on the other side of them means nothing to you. You're letting it go. This is because you've had to fight in the past. You've had to defend yourself. You've been made to feel less than. I have the 7 of Wands, the card of defense. This is ruled by Leo and Mars, so this is not only about defense, this is about you wanting to defend, having the fire and the passion to defend yourself. We see in the 5 of Wands all those people defending their ideas and thought process. This is you defending your thought process. This is specifically you. All right. I love any card that's Leo energy. I'm a Leo. I'm designed to stick out in public. I can't help it. I will fall down accidentally and embarrass myself. So, um, the next card I have for you, my friend, is the Two of Pentacles. I love this deck. This was a gift from a friend of mine, Stephen. The Two of Pentacles is Capricorn and Jupiter energy. This is understanding who you are. This is balancing the energy within yourself. Capricorn is all about public identity, public image. I think, like what Bal said earlier, coming out of the broom closet, this is you finally embracing certain aspects of yourself. And I'm thinking it has to do with spirit communication mainly, because I'm feeling it right here on the top of my head, and I haven't felt that all night like that. I think you're getting more comfortable with people knowing who and what you are. The last tarot card I drew for you is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is about extricating yourself from a situation that you didn't have to be in, freeing yourself. This is Aquarius energy. If Aquarius isn't happy with something, they will just walk away. They won't make a fuss. They won't make a scene. They'll just dip. Why confront when they could just walk away? I'm seeing that you may have to walk away from certain things and certain people. Aquarius is your tribe, your community. Spirit talks to you more open. Yes, now. Yes, be more open. Embrace it. Those swords that are there with the Eight of Swords, those are illusions. These are self-imposed problems. I think you're realizing that it's time to embrace who you are. So, awesome sauce. That's what I have for you. Thank you for letting me read for you. What I do want to say that I drew 3 tarot cards for you, and we have fire, earth, and air. There does seem to be a lack of water in here, so pay attention to your emotions and try not to lose control of them. Okay, that too says balance is in order. And that's what I have for you. Thank you for letting me read for you.
Thank you as well, Donna. Hi, Irma. Good evening.
Irma. Yeah, that's my girl. Hi, honey. How you doing, Irma? Her and her husband are clients of mine and friends. Wonderful, wonderful people. She's moving into my town, too. I get excited when I hear good news. All right. Oh, you supply the water. Oh, good. Okay, good.
Why? Yeah.
All right, good. Then I don't feel so nervous about it. That feels natural when you say it. Okay. Irma, are you in the mood to get a reading tonight? We're doing blessings and warnings. Jeff is doing blessings and I'm doing warnings. And then Jeff, I think after emotions galore, I think after this next reading, I'm going to have to call it.
That's fine. Yep.
Okay.
If Irma wants one.
If Irma wants one. If Quinna's there, tell him I said hi. Oh, she said sure. Okay, good.
Yep. Okay. Irma, nice to meet you. Okay. What is this about the the racetrack or carousel or horses. Irma, the skirmish with the other human troll that left you leaving something there, something that wasn't within the course of your veins, that was devoid from your soul. They took the spirit and you gave back all that you could when it was worth it. What's this about?
It's
Okay.
poetry infused reading, Irma.
Fool. Okay. Yep. Wow. You're a hero. You also you stand up to authority. They're telling me that you're an iconoclast. I don't know if this resonates with you, but I don't think opportunity is lost on you to maybe call someone out if they're bullshitting you. You do what you love and you feel like there's only one time that we know and it's this life and you're going to make the most of it. I think your gift though within all this is heroism, because when I get the Fool and then I get the Emperor, it's telling me a distance in the tarot as far as the number of cards and the different court cards and then the things that have been over. It feels to me like you're a self-starter, a motivator. You might have been a motivational speaker. I don't know. I feel like opportunity doesn't rest for you. I think you rest for it, and maybe in some cases you've sold yourself short. I think your gift might be humility, and the other H, heroism. That I feel like might be your blessing, and I'll leave it at that.
I think she is a hero personally. I think she's been through an awful lot, and I'm trying not to take that into consideration during this reading.
Night, Rossi. Thank you again. I appreciate it. You came to both my lives today. A lot of you did. Yeah.
Okay.
Including Bobby. Yeah.
Here's what I got for you. And an oracle card. There we are. It feels weird only doing 3 cards and an oracle for you, Irma. We always do the full spread. So the first tarot card I drew for you is the World card from my Alice in Wonderland deck. But it's in reverse. This is restrictive energy. This is Saturn energy. What I'm getting here is you're changing in a way you're not comfortable with completely yet. I know the move has got you all stressed out and busy. I think there's a lot of emotions that you're having to deal with that you weren't expecting to deal with. The next card I have for you is the 6 of Cups, and it's upside down. So I think part of what's happening right now is you're just sick of a lot of bullshit happening around you, and you want to simplify things as much as possible. That 6 of Cups is Scorpio energy reversed. This is Scorpio at its negative aspect for me. This is defensiveness. This is being jumpy. Being defensive. The yes and yes. Okay. The last card I have for you on the tarot, there's still an oracle, is the Three of Swords. Typically when we see the Three of Swords, it's called the Sorrow card for a reason. But it's also a card of Libra. It's a card of balance. The reason it's a Three of Swords is because 3 is out of balance. 3 is piercing that heart. I think there's a lot of reconciling thoughts. I know I haven't really talked to you about this, but I know that what you're having to do with all of your son's belongings is a mixed bag of bullshit for you, and I'm sorry that you have to go through that. That Three of Swords does promise balance, though. It is out of balance right now, but you will be finding your balance again. You will. I throw that out there into the universe because the last card I drew for you is an oracle card called Joy. All right, and this card is rejoicing in the present. All right, I think you're finding yourself in a new way. I think you're going to be given the opportunity and the spiritual community that you need to grow and develop. I know that with Quina opening the gym down here and taking students, I see this as a really good thing for you guys, and I'm excited. So that's what I have for you. But the warning here is you need to stop judging the future and the present on the past. Okay? Don't let the past guide your heart and your soul now. All right? Yeah, I know you, girlfriend. I know. It is going to be a bit difficult for you, but this is your challenge, okay? This is the warning you need to take into account. And thank you for letting me read for you. We'll get together for a full reading. I miss you. I want to talk to you. So thank you. And I want to thank you again, Jeff. I am going to have to dip out.
Okay. And I as well. And listen, we need to do this again sometime.
I would love to.
On your venue, on mine. Maybe we'll switch back and forth. And thank those for coming tonight and those who will see this. Blessings to all, and to all a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.